Good morning. I am Arthur Engg. I am working as a doctor in the engineering department in SNS College of Technology. Today I am going to present topic on waste management in engineering. What are the waste? Waste is also known as rubbish, trash, refuse, garbage, junk, litter, and unwanted materials or useless materials in biology waste is one. Any of the unwanted substances or toxins that are expelled from living organisms, metabolic waste such as urea and sweat. Basic convention definition of waste is substances or others which are disposed or intended to be disposed or required to disposed by the provisions of the law. Disposal means any operations which may be lead to resource recycling, direct use or alternative uses. Mm. And the basic convention. Basic convention on the control of transboundary movements of hazardous waste and their disposal. The convention was opened for signature on 22 March 1989 and entered into the force on 5th May 1992. Produced by the United Nations Statistics Reasons. Um, Waste are materials that are prime products, that is, products produced for the market for which the generator has no further use in the terms of purpose of production, transformations, or consumptions, and of the which wants to dispose. Waste may be generated during the extraction of raw materials, processing of raw materials into intermediate and final products, the consumption final products, and other human activities, residual, recycled, or reused of place of generation are excluded. Kind of waste. Solid waste, which are in solid forms, domestic, commercial, and industrial waste. Examples: plastic, mm, containers, bottles, cans, paper, scraps, irons, and other trashes. Liquid waste was in liquid form. Examples: domestic washing, chemicals, oils, waste water from the ponds, manufacturing industries, and other sources. According to EPA regulation, solid waste is any garbage or refuse, that is municipal solid waste, sludge from the wastewater treatment plant, water supply treatment plant, or any air pollution control facility, other discarded materials, solid, liquid, semi-solid, or contained gaseous materials from industrial, commercial, mining, and agricultural operations and from community activities. Classification of waste according to the properties. First one is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Biodegradable is nothing but can be degraded. Example: paper, wood, fruits, and others. Non-biodegradable, it cannot be degraded. Plastics, bottles, old machines, cans, containers, and others. Mainly, it is the coating of plastics. Classification of waste according to their effects on human health and the environment. Hazardous waste: substances unsafe to use commercially, industrially, and agriculturally, or economically, and have any of the following properties: ignitability, corrosivity, and reactivity, and toxicity. Substances non-hazardous means it is substances safe to use commercially, industrially, and agriculturally, or economically, and do not have any of those properties mentioned above. The substances usually create disposal problems. Classification of waste according to their origin and type. First one is municipal solid waste, biomedical waste, industrial waste, agricultural waste, fishery waste, radioactive waste, and e-waste. Source of waste. First one is waste obtained from the house is called household waste, and those obtained from the commercial complex like malls and cinema theaters, and colleges, hospitals, like thing. And industry is nothing but the manufacturing product based buildings. Waste from the those sources. Magnitude of the problem in Indian scenario. Per capita waste generation increased by 1.3% per annum, with urban population increased between 3 to 3.5% per annum. Yearly increase in waste generation is around 5% annually. India produces more than 42 million tons of municipal solid waste annually. Per capita generation of waste varies from 200 gram to 600 gram per capita per day. Average generation rate is 0.4 kilogram per capita per day in 0.1 million plus towns. Impact of waste if not managed wisely affects our health, affects our socio-economical conditions, affects our coastal marine environment, affects our climate. Uh, Greenhouse gases are accumulating in Earth's atmosphere as a result of human activity, causing global mean surface air temperatures and subsurface ocean temperature to rise. Rising global temperature are expected to raise sea level and change precipitation in other local climate conditions. This could may also affect human health, animals, and many types of ecosystems. Hmm. Impacts of waste. Some countries are expected to become warmer, although sulfates might limit warming in some areas. Uh, Whether the rainfall increases or decreases cannot be reliably projected for specific areas. Uh, Scientists are unable to determine which parts of the countries will become wetter and drier, but there is a likely to an overall trend towards increased precipitation and evaporation, more intense rainstorms, and drier soils. Impact of waste. Activities that have affected, altered, and chemically composition of the atmosphere. Build-up of greenhouse gases primarily contain carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. CO2 is released in the atmosphere by burning of fossil fuels. Methane is emitted from the decomposition of organic waste in landfills. NO2 is limited to during agricultural and industrial activities as well as during combustion of solid waste. Source of human exposure. Human exposure occurs through ingestion of contaminated water or food, contact with the disease vectors, and inhalation and dermal. Point of contact. Soil absorption, storage and biodegrading, plant uptake, ventilation, runoff, leaching, insects, birds, rats, flies and animals. Direct dumping of untreated waste in seas, rivers and lakes results in plants and animals that fed on it. Waste hierarchy. Waste hierarchy refers to three R's, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. Uh, Waste minimization. Minimizing solid waste, minimizing packaging, and recyclable like plastics, metals and glass wood. Reusable means textiles, leathers, rubber and metals and wood. Compostable means it's yard trimming and food scraps, vegetables. These are the recyclable graph and products with limiting to the different products. Categories of waste disposal. Dilute and disperse. Uh, Throw it in the river like a lake, sea, burn it. Basically, they involve spreading trash thinly over a large area to minimize the impact. Work for sewage, some waste chemicals when land disposal is not available. Plastic in Pacific. Concentrate and contain isolation. Um, Waste dump in landfill. Historically, that most of the solid waste gets treated. Useful options: resource recovery, composting, vermicomposting, energy recovery, incinerations, pyrolysis, gasification, biomethane, and anaerobic digestion. That is the most problem. We have to get concentrated and we have to dispose safely.